If you're getting into 3D printing in 2026, you're probably asking one really big question. Which printer should I buy? There are tons of different options with prices all over the place, and everybody online seems to recommend something different. That's why in this video, I'm going to make it simple. I'll cover what beginners actually need, the best printers in 2026, what to avoid, and which one I would personally choose depending on your budget. Before we talk about specific printers, let's clear something up. Beginners don't need huge build volumes, high-speed competitive machines, fancy upgrades, or something professional. What you actually need is reliable bed auto-leveling, easy setup, good out-of-the-box profiles, and strong community support. Because the biggest reason people quit 3D printing is not bad prints, it's frustration. That's because if your printer just works, you'll keep using it, thus making the hobby more fun. In 2026, beginner printers fall into four main price ranges. Under $250 is budget beginner, $250 to $500 is best value zone, $500 to $900 is premium beginner / plug and play, and over $900 is a serious user. Today, I'll give one strong pick for each. The best low-budget 3D printer is the Ender 3 V3 SE. But why this one? This printer is very affordable, auto bed leveling is present, it's a direct drive extruder, it's very easy to assemble, and it has very large community support. This printer is a great choice for you if you're not sure how serious you are yet, you want to learn the basics without worrying about breaking anything, and you're okay with a little bit of tinkering. The Ender 3's quality is pretty decent and the replacement parts are very cheap. However, as always, there are trade-offs. This printer is not the fastest, not fully plug and play, you have to do a lot of tinkering, and the quality may vary from printer to printer. Bottom line, if your budget is tight, then this is a safe starting point. However, expect some difficulties with cheaper equipment. If you can spend a little bit more, this is where things get really good. The Bambu A1 is one of the best 3D printers in this price range. But why is it so good? This printer has fully automatic calibration, it's extremely reliable, it has really fast print speeds, it's great quality for out of the box, and it has very minimal setup. However, Bambu also makes a printer called the A1 Mini. The A1 Mini is smaller and less expensive than the regular A1, however, the regular A1 gives you more build space at a higher price. If you have the budget, my advice is to splurge on the larger A1 because it's better to have the space and not need it than need the space and not have it. If you want a printer that just works and lets you focus on printing instead of fixing things, this printer is it. If your budget is higher and you want the easiest print experience possible, then the printer I recommend is the Bambu Lab P1 series. This printer comes in two versions, the P1S and the P1P. However, I would recommend the P1S. That's the one I'll be focusing on today. So why is it good? The P1S is fast, reliable, and closed for stronger materials and extremely beginner friendly. This printer is good for you if you'll know you use it often, you want room to grow, and you don't want to upgrade later. For beginners who want a long-term machine, this is a great investment. If budget doesn't concern you and you want one of the best printer experiences possible, then I recommend the Bambu Labs X1 Carbon. It typically costs about $1,000 to $1,200 depending on the configuration, and this printer includes fully automatic calibration, AI-assisted monitoring, and closed design for advanced materials, extremely fast printing, and excellent reliability. This printer is perfect for you if you want a long-term machine, you plan to print very often, you don't want to upgrade to a better printer later, and you want a near professional experience. For beginners who know they're serious, this is one of the best choices available in 2026. At this point in the video, I would like to ask you to like the video if you've enjoyed it so far, and consider subscribing to help support my small channel. These videos take a long time to create, so it'd be much appreciated if you watch the video all the way to the end. Now back to the video. But what about Prusa? You've probably heard about Prusa printers. They're known for great reliability, great support, and excellent print quality. Models like the Prusa Mini Plus or Mark IV are still great options, but in 2026, they're usually more expensive than others, slower than the new competitors, and less feature-packed for their price. Bottom line, they're solid printers, but not the best value for beginners anymore. What to avoid as a beginner? 1. No-name Amazon printers. If the brand isn't well known, skip it. 2. Very large printers. Bigger printers are harder to calibrate and maintain. 3. Resin printers, for your first machine at least. That's because resin printing involves chemicals, safety gear, ventilation requirements, and more cleanup afterwards. Bottom line, start with FDM for your first printer. And 4. Upgrade heavy machines. If your printer needs a bunch of mods to work well, it's not very beginner friendly. But do you need multicolor? Some printers now offer multicolor 3D printing. For beginners, you don't need it, although it's a good add-on later if you have the budget. That's because multicolor systems add cost, increase print time, and add complexity. Bottom line, start simple. You can always upgrade later. Final recommendations. Under $250. Ender 3 V3 SE, $250 to $500. A Bambu A1/A1 Mini, $500 to $900. Bambu P1S, $900 plus. Bambu X1 Carbon. Final winner, Bambu A1 series. If you want the least frustration at the lowest cost, then this is the right printer for you. Final advice. Here's the truth about 3D printing in 2026. The technology is very beginner friendly, and if you choose a reliable printer and stick with PLA, you can get great results right away. The biggest mistake beginners make isn't buying the wrong printer. It's buying a cheap random one and then quitting when it doesn't work. My final advice to you is spend a little more for reliability. It makes a huge difference. If this video helped you decide which printer to get, leave a like. And if you're new to 3D printing, check out the channel. I post beginner guides, tips, and easy prints to get you started. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.